friends, it's Jamie here of Jamie's Faces on behalf of facepaintingtips.com to show you this devil or demon girl design. This could also be done for a boy. I would just use less gems and glitter and more flames and possibly like a goatee and a beard or mustache. Alright, so I'm started off with red StarBlends and a blush brush, and I'm applying blush pretty heavily on the cheek area, also on the nose, forehead, chin, all over. I did the chest a little bit so that she looks flushed and warm. And here I have a soft mop brush, or you could use a number 4 filbert brush loaded with tag gold, and I place it on the inner corner of the eye, right up against the nose, above and below the eyelid, the eyeball. And I'm using that same brush loaded with red by Diamond Effects. I'm covering 2/3 of the eyelid on a 45-degree angle from the outer corner of the eye to the eyebrow, and then pulling that straight up on a diagonal into the hairline, blending on the eyelid and pulling the color underneath. This brush is super soft, and so kids don't mind so much when you use it around the eye area. Same thing on the other side. Just defining the shape, filling it in, pulling it underneath, and then we're going to be blending that transition point where the gold meets the red. And I'm just wiggling the brush because, you know, my daughter has, like, her hair is getting thicker, so there's a lot of hair there. Just pulling the color as far up into the hairline as possible. Okay, I'm using the Dragon Cake by Tag here, and I have a 1/4 inch flat brush, and I loaded with the black and the orange primarily, and by pulling and curving the brush in just delicate little shapes of flame coming out alongside the red area of her eyes. Excuse me. And then we're pulling the flames on the bottom as well, keeping the black on the outer edge, because here I'm going in with that soft filbert brush and just blending the orange into the red, so it looks like an extension. The flame is extending off of the eye color. Okay, I took that same brush, and it was rinsed out and it's moist, and I just put it right into my Glimmer Art Cosmetic glitter and patting it over the paint. The paint was already dry, but since the brush is wet, it has enough moisture that it causes it to adhere, and you can get quite a bit of glitter on there this way. So I wanted it really intense and shimmery. I also added some orange glitter on the flames. And here we're just with a number 4 round brush loaded with black, just thin to thick. We're creating some little tribal lines here. That was a hard angle to get with the camera in front of us, but so you want to go thin to thick to thin on the lines, and then they're just connected and filled in. And then we're giving her some eyeliner in 2 parts. Instead of following the line exactly, I wanted to echo the shape of the red eye color, so we're pulling it up above and then a shorter one underneath there. And then here, where the eyebrow extends beyond the color, I'm creating sort of a fierce little eyebrow curve here. So following the line of the red, cutting right across the eyebrow, and then flicking up on a diagonal. And then I did the flick on the other side first so that I would make sure that it matched the other eye. And then there was a little bit of space, so I just went in with some more color there. It's fine. She's got a little glitter on her nose. Sometimes, you know, we artists get paint on our fingers and silly time. Okay, red Diamond Effects for the lip color. Glitter here is optional. I tend not to use it on the lips, but I've seen a lot of other people do that and it looks really beautiful. Okay, we decided to go ahead and make her have a little headpiece here. So I started by placing the brush and pulling to a sharp point, curving out in either direction, echoing that line in the opposite direction, and then pulling it up toward the hairline. And here you can play with, any combination of teardrops and curls and lines and tribal lines and things, just as long as it's symmetrical. I pulled that point down a little bit further so it's in the center of her, in between her eyes, and a couple teardrops here and there. Okay, this was her special request that I add some silver because she had a silver rock and roll bracelet on to go with her outfit, so we have incorporated some silver. If I had it to do over, I would probably go in with gold instead. But here we have some adhesive jewels. We put one right there in the center and some more up at the top of the flame. Red pearls. Again, if you wanted to do it for a boy, it would eliminate a lot of the gems and have more flames going on. We decided just for fun to add a neck piece. This is a 1-inch flat brush loaded with the Dragon Cake by Tag. And we're doing just some pressing and pulling of the brush to create flame neck piece. And there we have our devil or demon face paint design. And I hope you guys are inspired by this. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.